guys, I am Priyanka Singh. In today's video, we'll see a text summarizer using Python libraries. But guys, before getting into the video, if you haven't subscribed to our channel Forerunners, please do subscribe. So let's start. Well, we all interact with applications that uses text summarizer in daily basis. For example, many of applications like news, articles, your entertainment stuff, your sports. So with our busy schedule, we prefer to read the summary before jumping in for reading the entire article. So this is what we are going to make today in this video with the help of Python library. So let's get started. So we are going to use some of the libraries. So the very crucial library for this Python project is NLTK. So what exactly NLTK is? Well, the full form of NLTK is Natural Language Toolkit. Okay, so it is usually helpful for programming your symbolic and statistical natural language processing. It has few features. To name some, let's start. So the first feature is that lexical analysis. Now you can refer this as a tokenizer for tokenizing your words and text. Then n-gram and collocations. N-gram is very important for Google search words. Another one is part of speech tagger. It has tree structure for capturing your all the sentences and creation of sentences. So basically it has a tree model. And the last one is it has named entity recognition. So this is all about NLTK. Like basically if you are into natural language processing, if you wants to play with the text, sentences and words, you have to have used NLTK in Python. So moving ahead. Now let's measure the similarity between two sentences. So in this code, we are also going to measure the similarity between two statements. So the formula that we are going to use is cosine similarity. Well, in cosine similarity, we usually calculate the cosine angle between the two non-zero vectors. So in this Python code that we are going to see, we are going to create the two non-zero vectors of different sentences and just measure the similarity between two sentences. So for that we are using cosine similarity. So cosine similarity formula is a dot b, that is the dot product between those two vectors. But we don't need to calculate this formula because in Python, in NLTK utils, we already have a function called cosine distance. So we'll use this function and measure the similarity between two sentences. This is the problem statement where we are about to generate the summary from the text using Python. So let's begin with the demonstration. This is our Visual Studio Code UI. Now, before getting into the code, we first have to install some of the libraries. So here we are installing library called NLTK. So we have successfully installed it. Another library is NetworkX. I skipped that part. So you just have to use the same command, that is pip install networkx. Now we'll import all the necessary libraries that we need for our program. So first library that we are going to import is import NLTK that we have installed. Along with that, we'll also use one of the keyword called nltk.download stopwords. We'll need that. I'll explain it in the later course of this code. So we'll need this stopwords corpus. Along with that, a very important function that we need is called nltk cluster.util, and the very important function that I am talking about is cosine distance. It is just to measure the similarity between two sentences. So this particular function is available in the package nltk under the module cluster.util. Another library that we need is import numpy as np. So NumPy is the library that we need. Okay. Going ahead, we also need a NetworkX library because we are also going to deal with some kind of similarity graph. So for creating graph and manipulating it, we need a library called NetworkX. So these are the necessary libraries that you need. Now let's start building our first function, that is just to read the file and create sentences out of it. just parsing out the sentence from the entire text file. So the name of function will be read underscore article, file name. So now we have to open that file. So just create an object called file equals to open file name in read mode. Moving ahead, we have to read the line by line content of this file. So file data equals to file dot read line. Moving ahead, we have to parse that data. Like here, dot will act as a delimiter. So we have to generate the sentences that before dot will act as one sentence, after that, so dot will be delimiter. So we are splitting as per the dot, so that we get sentences one by one in the form of list. So sentences, we have to create a list, an empty list called sentences equals to this, where we will be storing the individual sentence in the article. So for sentence in article, now we have to fill the list. So sentences dot append, and just append all the sentences that is there in your article, that the file that you have opened, like file in the text form, because we want to generate summary of that file only. So now sentence dot replace, since we already have a lot of sentences, right? So we are creating a regex kind of thing, at least one of these letters like A to small z, capital A to Z, and then we have to replace it with the space and just split as per the spaces. So here we have append all the sentences in the given text. Now sentences dot pop, and at last return all the sentences in the form of list. So our list sentences will have all the sentences that are present in the text file, for which we need to find out the summary. So this is the function for reading article. Let's start defining all the other functions that are required for building this Python code. Here we will define a function called sentence similarity. Basically, this function will calculate the similarity between two sentences. So for that, we need two sentences. So sent1, comma sent2. These are the two sentences that we are going to measure the similarity. Along with that, we will also take another parameter, that is stop words. Stop words as in and, the. So there is a different type of stop words that are already available in NLTK corpus. So if stop words is none, so we don't need to do anything, just create a list of those words. Else go for sent1. So now what we are going to do is, we are going to parse each of the word in that particular sentence. So for that, w dot lower. Now why we are using lower? Since text may have some uppercase or lowercase, so to generalize the case, we are using lower. So all the words of sentence 1 and all the words of sentence 2. So this is the syntax that you need to follow, w dot lower for w in sent2. So now we have the corpus of words of both the sentences. So all words will be, create a list. Now create a set, because we need only unique words in both the sentences. So set sent1 plus sent2. So this is how we get only the unique words of characters in sent1 and sent2. On this basis, now we are going to create a two vector. So vector 1 will create for sentence 1 and vector 2 for sentence 2. The length of all the words, because we have already parsed unique words of the sentences. On similar line, we have to define vector 2. So the syntax will be same. Oh, I mistyped minus, so just do it equals to sign. Okay. So now let's build the vector for the first sentences. So for w in sent1, if w in stop words, continue, vector 1 all words dot index of w. So it's quite familiar with the list concept, then you are able to understand it. So this is how we enumerate a vector in Python. So just increment it by 1 plus equals to 1 because it's not C, so we have to write plus equals to 1. Now repeat the same procedure for creating vector 2 on the basis of send2. So just copy paste the code and make the changes accordingly. Now, if we have created all the vectors like vector 1 and vector 2, so we are going to use a very interesting function that is already available in NLTK utils called cosine distance. Now, I have already mentioned what cosine similarity is. So, we'll just measure the cosine distance between vector 1 and vector 2. So, this will give us the sentence similarity between the two sentences. Now we are defining a new function called generating similarity matrix. So here we will build our similarity matrix. In this, you have just to pass sentences and stop words. So similarity matrix, because we have to create an empty similarity matrix, so we are using np.zeros as per the length of sentences. Since it is a two-dimensional matrix, so rows will be length of sentences. Along with that, column will be length of sentences. So we're just creating an empty matrix for similarity matrix. Now we have to fill the character into it. So for idx1 in range of length of sentences, like the general usual way, like how you create a matrix in Python. So here we are creating a similarity matrix to know which like if a similarity between, let us say this is man, this is boy. So what is the relation? What is the similarity between these two? So this is how we'll get to know what are the top similar sentences are. So if idx1 equals to idx2, we have to continue. Else we have to put it, it's not else condition, we similarity have to put it in the similarity matrix. So similarity matrix idx1 idx2, because this is how we represent a matrix in Python, two-dimensional idx1 idx2 row column. So what it will be? It will be sentence similarity, that function that we have already defined. So just we have to put sentences idx1, sentences idx2, send1, send2, and then stop words. So here we have successfully created our similarity matrix. So just return this matrix. So the name of matrix is similarity matrix. So just return it. Now moving ahead, we have to generate the summary. This is the last function for our code. So here we will be generating the summary. So file name, whatever the file, top n equals to 5, maximum lines. Now stop words equals to stopwords dot words English, because we already have a corpus of stop words, so we'll be selecting only words that are relevant for English, like and the. Now create a new list called summarize text. Now read text and split it, like we are doing it in read article function we have already defined. So we'll just using this function, we'll read the text and convert and like split it into sentences. So we are done. Now the next step will be we have to generate similarity matrix across the sentences that we get from read article. So sentence similarity matrix equals to, we have to call our function generate sim matrix. We have already defined that. Just put the sentences comma stop underscore words. Moving ahead, now it's very important that we need to rank the sentences in similarity matrix. So for that purpose, we have to create a graph. So sentence similarity graph equals to nx dot from numpy array. This is how we are generating a graph, like empty graph now. First of all, we are initializing a graph. So nx dot from numpy array sentences, similarity matrix. We have already defined all this, right? Now we have to do the scoring of each and every element of that graph. So use nx dot page rank, now sentence similarity graph. So the rank sentences, now we have to sort the rank and pick up the top sentences. So ranked sentences equals to sorted on the basis of the score that we have already fetched, comma s. Now s is our sentences. Now, like for each sentences, we have some score related to it. So score I, comma s for all the I and s in enumerate sentences. Now we are iterating through the sentences. Reverse equals to true because we need the sentences sorted in the top-down order. For example, in a descending order, so that we get the top picked, like we can pick the top correlated sentences. So just reverse equals to true. So this is the function for generate summary. Now next we also have to iterate in the range of those top 5 lines because we need a summary to be very precise and shorten in length. So just for I in range, just append that summarize underscore text, the empty list that we have already defined to store our summarized sentences. So text dot append join. Now what we have to join? All the ranked sentences, top most ranked sentences. At last, we need to print this summarized text. So for that, we have to use the command like print summarized text. So summary, and next line you will have the summarized results. So just do dot. Now we are doing it because we need a proper full stop after one of the sentences that we are having in summarized text. So dot join all the summarized text. So dot will be our delimiter. So this is the entire function we have clearly defined for generating the summary out of the long text. Now we have to see. So this is a Microsoft based text I found out on the internet. I'll show you how it looks like. So they talked about AI, ready workforce, cloud. So this is the text. Now we need a summary out of this text. So similarly run this code with the help of command python first.py. Just open the terminal and write this command. So we got an error called stop words is not defined. Okay. So we can, rather than using this, we can also use from nltk.corpus. nltk.corpus. Corpus is like a set of large amount of libraries and all. So import stop words. I guess it will work now. So let's run it. Again the same command python first.py. So yes, we got the summary of our whole large text. So you can see that we have successfully generated summary using Python language. I hope you liked my video. So guys, please like, comment and share our video and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching.